plan for today is to install the LAP3 ProTuner I just got in the mail. It's a simple install that I'm going to make a little more difficult for myself. Ideally, you can plug it in just like any other one, where you just run the wires over the top, plug in where they go, put it over there, and you're good to go. But I like to make my life a little more difficult. So initially I was going to run the wires through here. Ignore that one that's sticking, that hose that's sticking out. But I was going to run the wires through there and place it here. But I think what I'm going to do instead is open up all this area here so I can run the wires through there, give it a little more OEM look, a little cleaner install. It's going to add a little bit of time to my install, but in the end I think it's worth it. But you could do it the quick way. By judging by the plugs, the pictures, and everything, it should be a 20 to 30 minute install, and I think I'm gonna make it, take a little bit longer because of the way I'll be doing it. I'll still show my process, and we'll go from there. It's been a while, but I've installed a few things: catch cams and coilovers. Yeah, so this is the LAP3 ProTuner install. Just cover by removing that clip, that clip, that clip. Coming over to this side. Similarly, there's one there. On these, there's also this one here, that one there, and then there's one there, and you can't really see it behind that plug there, but there's another one there. So once you remove those, you have access to pull off these covers. And I'll see if that gives me enough space to run those cables. If not, I'll have to remove that centerpiece as well. So I removed the ones on the other side already. To remove these clips, very easy. You just take a flathead screwdriver, put it into here, and pop it up. Remove out of place. So once that's done, this will slide right out, and the same thing will happen to that one over there. So my original plan didn't work. Once I got that open, realized that all the wires that go through there, because of that bend, because of the way it's set up, it's not enough to add additional wires through there. So I'm going to go with my other idea, which was passing it through there. All the wires that need to will come through here. Then this will seal up. Wires that don't need to will pass through the back. So I have this one and this one so far that I'm taking back through there. So opening it up did help me, because I'm sending those back through there underneath that cover and over this way to the OBD plug-in, the Diagnostics port plug-in. This is really cool. This allows you to read ECU engine codes and things like that without having to run something actually through the firewall into the OBD2 port connection, which then takes up your OBD2 port connection. So it's still open to plug other things into it. And the other one that I ran over this way is these ones. Now these are meant to tap into the ECU, one of these wires that are here, and that is for speed limiter. That allows you to cross that 176 mile/hour threshold, or 140 if you have the all-season tire set up. Alright guys, so a little update. Unfortunately, I was hoping to have somebody here to hold the camera for me so I could do all this as I hold it, as I did all this, but see, I started putting that back together. Like I said, the ones that need to go to the inside the engine bay, I passed through this way. Other ones I routed the other way. So here's the back side. I did cut a slit into it, made it a lot easier. I didn't want to kink any wires. It's not the cleanest at that point, but I'd rather do it this way. Plus, this is just a plastic piece. If I ever had to, I can just buy another one of these from Kia, put it back in its place, and you can never tell anything was ever done. So this plug here is for the Bluetooth controller, which I'm going to leave in this area here. This plug here gets a power source from inside the fuse box. I already hooked up the map and boost connectors. So those are set up already. At this point, I need to jack the car up, and this goes, I forget what sensor it is, but it goes back underneath by where the transmission and engine meet up. I think it's a crank sensor. It's the only plug that you can't do from up top, but you can just jack up the car on one side, reach under there. There's plenty of room to do it. Again, this is for the speed limiter. That's so you can cancel out your speed limiter and drive it as fast as you want to. I won't do that probably today. I will do it later though. OBD connections there, and really, oxygen sensors need to get tapped in. I'll try to hold the camera as I do one, but because the way they connect is kind of difficult. But yeah, that's next. So again, unfortunately hard to do it, record while I do it, but on the passenger side, here's the front oxygen sensor. So you just tap into the red wire. Can't see it back there, but it's there. There's a red wire back there. That's what you tap one of these blue cables to. And then you do the same on the other side. Same thing. Red wire back here, hooked up with some these are called posi taps, and that's pretty much it. At this point, the last thing I have to plug in is the power source and these cables that go down in the back there. So I'll get to that next. So hooking up for power is going to be pretty simple. It's here in the fuse panel box. This is your power source here, so just loosen up that nut. Take the power cable. Down to there, and that is it. That's how you get your power source. Nothing to tap into, nothing to hardwire. Make sure you tighten it all the way down so you don't have any disconnection there. And that's it. That's your power source. Put the fuse box cover back on. Plug this in. This is the Bluetooth connector. Beautiful thing about this setup is that you have a Bluetooth connection. You can hook up, and there's an Android app. They're working on an iOS one, but you just control everything through your Android phone. You want to switch maps. You want to change some settings. You want to see diagnostics codes. You want to do some logging, all that stuff. That's all viable through the app. Horrible install guide because I'm not really catching everything. And one thing I want to show you guys is that right there. I had to remove my downpipe to get my hand to get down there and get to the plug. Somebody else already installed this. They didn't have to remove it, but they also had the factory downpipe. So I think mine, being BL being a little thicker, it was a little more difficult to get my hand through there. But it should be easier if somebody does it for you on a lift, or if you have the factory pipes. If not, just unbolt your downpipe. Don't struggle that much with it, and move on. But that's all connected now. I'm just gonna pull this up a little bit out of the way, make sure that it's not anywhere near the exhaust manifold down there, or the downpipes rather. But that's it, that's installed. Blue wire, like I said, I still haven't done the ECU part of it. I don't really think I need to raise my speed limiter, but theoretically I could if I wanted to. Blue wire, low sensor, map sensor, Bluetooth. It's all there. So just a couple zip ties, and I'll show you what it looks like all the way done. And that's it, fully installed. You know, theoretically you could tuck this in somewhere and hide it. Nobody will know you have it, because that all looks like factory. So there you go. I know Michael's working on a pretty good install guide. He took some really good pictures. That'll walk you through the process. This video can kind of show you where things are located.